Hey, so we have a officer-involved shooting in which a female officer accidentally shot the mother of a suspect. I do have the body cam footage. I will show you that here in just a second. But I believe it's important to get full context. So I did a lot of backstory, background. It's late at night here. This is the fourth time I'm trying to record this video because YouTube just instantly limits every single one of my videos like that. So this is the fourth time I'm doing this one. My mouth is dry. But uh, background, that's the word. So I'll show you the body cam footage here in a minute, but here is a little bit of the backstory. This is from Greenville News. That is where the shooting happened. A Greenville County Sheriff's Office deputy who inadvertently shot the mother of a shoplifting suspect inside a Greer home violated agency policy during the tense confrontation, the Sheriff's Office said Thursday to contradict a previous statement. But she wasn't let go for the arrest. For the shooting, it was something involving the arrest, but it'll say it right here. Lieutenant Ryan Flood said Wednesday the deputy was cleared and there was no wrongdoing found in the conclusion of an internal affairs investigation to the shooting only. But on Thursday, Flood said the deputy violated the department's arrest policy, though he declined to say how. She was written up for something else, but it wasn't for the shooting. But let's go to the body cam. Now, a little bit of backstory here on this as well. This female deputy, and a lot of places are not reporting this fact, but this female deputy had had an earlier interaction with the suspect earlier that day. Yesterday, it'd be now. Yep, yesterday. And the suspect was trying to get some beer money from his mother. The mother didn't want to give him the beer money, so it was a domestic disturbance. This call came in. This deputy said, hey, I'll handle this call, and this is where we are. Pretty standard in the beginning. I'll kind of fast forward it here and describe it. She shows up, pretty standard. The suspect is right there, waiting for her. She shows up. She tries to read him his Miranda rights, asks him if he was at this place of business that was shoplifted from. He declines, goes inside. She tries to grab him, grabs his shirt. He gets to this point here.
And, this is nothing sexual.
Okay, hold on. What?
Please don't do that.
You don't run away from me.
Sexually abused. And
this is nothing sexual.
So at this point, he's letting her know that he was sexually abused, and he continually says he's okay with her being there. He's even okay with her arresting him. He just doesn't want her touching him. He was sexually abused. It could have been a female that sexually abused him. Regardless of what, it doesn't matter. I've had interactions with people who were sexually abused who really didn't want individuals of a certain sex to touch them, both male, female, and each direction. So I can understand that. At that point, if I were the officer, perhaps I may have said, hey, would you be more comfortable with a male officer coming in and talking to you? I understand the heat of the moment, but, hindsight's 20/20. But let's continue from here.
Do not leave me again. Do you understand?
Don't grab me.
Do not run away from me.
Do not grab me.
You may arrest you right here and right now?
I don't give a fuck what you do.
Okay.
Do not grab me.
Do not walk away from me or I...
Okay, so pretty standard here. The conversation goes as it's been going. He cusses a little bit. She postures. He tries to go up the stairs. Right here.
Oh my God.
Please don't do this.
Great, that's what you're getting. Stop it.
You cannot touch me.
Don't you dare!
Okay, so as you can see, things are escalating pretty quickly. Once that escalation starts, it's pretty hard to stop. And officers know that. I don't know if you have ever had interactions with officers, but I have, in which the officers are purposely trying to verbally escalate the situation because they know once the situation is escalated past a certain point, it is almost impossible to de-escalate the situation. Those officers, in my experience, are the gung-ho guys who are looking for, they're looking for a fight. That's what they're looking for. looking for a collar or something to go back and get slapped on the back by their buddies and whatnot. But hindsight is 2020. I'm not saying the officer is completely wrong in this as of yet. There are better ways she could have handled it. She's not doing great. Let's continue.
You cannot touch me! Just don't touch me! That's all I'm asking you!
Stay right down here.
I'm asking you! Just don't touch me!
Come back down here right now.
Don't touch me!
Come on, let's go.
No!
So you can obviously tell at this point he definitely has some sort of mental illness, is inebriated in some way, shape, or form, or a combination of both. Now, with people who have experienced sexual abuse in the past, when they get inebriated or when they have mental illness or anything like that, it exasperates the experience, which also exasperates the post-traumatic stress disorder things associated with it. The hypervigilance being one. I definitely do see the hypervigilance in him right now. There is a good reason that I do not drink. Continuing.
Listen, my partner's coming. You're going to be under arrest. Get back down here right now.
That's fine! I can be under arrest!
Come down.
Definitely not in the right mind in some capacity at this moment. That's obvious.
Let's go. Let's go.
So I'm going to fast forward past a little bit of this here because it's banter on the stairs for quite a while here. He comes down the stairs. Okay.
Around.
I don't want to hurt you.
Great. Turn around.
Yeah. This is where he says he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to, you know, pleading, basically. The officer gets tired of it right about there. She basically waited until her partner had radioed in, letting her know that he was close before she moved in. Pretty standard tactic. You ever seen those cops stand back and, you know, he's waiting or something, or he'll pretend to be on the radio or whatever, and he's just standing there and he's nonchalant. It's because he's waiting for backup. Continuing.
I'm placing you under arrest.
Listen to me.
No.
Are you going to be mean, or you can do this nice? I'm asking you to do this.
I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
I'm asking you to do this nice.
Okay, so I'm going to go interrupted without interrupting it here, and I'll have my thoughts afterwards.
Get out of the way!
I'm
Get out of the way!
asking you to do this nice.
Hey.
I'm asking you to do this nice.
Let go of me! Let go of me!
I am stronger than you.
Let go of me!
I can do whatever the fuck
Let
I
go
want.
of me!
Stop it. God, you have to stop.
Hey!
Look at me. Stop. Look at me. Wait. Stop.
I'm asking you to
Stop.
do this nice.
Wait.
You put your hands down! You back up! Put your hands down!
You want to shoot me? You fucking shoot me.
Put your hands down. Do not tell me what to do.
I know. Can you wait till the
No! Back up! Back up! Back up!
You're making it.
Back up!
John.
You don't
No!
my fucking house. You fucking hurt my mother. You fucking hurt my mother.
No!
Don't hurt my mother.
Back up!
You don't hurt my mother. You don't hurt my mother.
At this time, the deputy's backup arrives and they take the suspect into custody.
Fuck up, fucker. Hey, put your fucking hands up. You want to punch me, motherfucker? You alright? Are you okay?
I got shot.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she said? I know I said I wouldn't interrupt, but you got to hear it.
You all right? Are you okay?
I got shot.
She said, I got shot. Yeah.
Hey, tell them what Sierra 24 is.
You're on L23. Sierra.
24.
24 is 10-6. We need 1051.
Where's the gun? Do you have a gun?
No, it's my gun.
All right. Give me your cuffs. Give me your cuffs. You're on. Secure your gun.
The echo you're hearing is off of their radios, by the way.
Farmers, they're taking 3 prayers. One's on the way.
All right. Are you hurt?
I've been slammed to the ground.
Hey, look at your holster. Look at your holster. There you go. You're on. Help me secure this motherfucker. Keep down.
Did you see that? The cop kicked that guy so hard his shoe flew off. Did you see that? Look at that. 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 Right there. Is that a sock? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that a sock? He kicked that guy so hard in the face, his shoe flew off. That looks like a sock.
Look at your holster.
That is a sock.
You're on.
That is a sock. That deputy slapped that guy in the face so hard, and that's his right foot, and that's the foot that he hit the suspect with. That is a sock. He hit that guy in the face so hard, his shoe flew off.
Help me secure this motherfucker. Keep down. Fucking piece of shit. Get his fucking hand. All right, listen. I got his hands. Put him in cuffs, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're all right.
Theodore Kaiser, and charged by agents of the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division with resisting arrest with assault and assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature on an officer. In addition, Kaiser was charged with shoplifting by the Greenville County Sheriff's Office. Kaiser was initially transported to the hospital for evaluation and then transported to the Greenville County Detention Center.
Okay. So. The mother went to the hospital. She has had 10 medical procedures. They don't specify what the medical procedures were, and they probably really won't unless the mother releases them. Man. I can't help but wonder, one, if that female officer was a male officer, if she couldn't have just overpowered him. It was, and this isn't a sexist thing, this is biology, but she definitely didn't handle it very well. The second officer that came in and immediately kicked the guy in the face, he didn't handle it very well. Her saying that she was shot, that could have very well escalated things really badly. You know, cops don't like hearing when other cops get shot. A few things wrong. I understand it was in the moment, and I had a lot to say, but I am absolutely exhausted because trying to beat YouTube is killing me. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Was it a good shooting? Was it a bad shooting? Was the cop all wrong? Was the cop partially wrong? Was the suspect all wrong? My point of view is they were all a little bit wrong. The female suspect, knowing she was overpowered, should have waited for her male backup to actually get there. She was also outnumbered. There were 3 individuals. At that point, you don't know what the intentions of the other 2 individuals are. You're better off waiting, better off not escalating things, better off taking the stance of, hey, you know what? I hear you. You were abused like that. I got you. Hey, I got someone here who's really good with that. They deal with people that have been in your situation all the time. He's a really cool guy. He'll come here, he'll talk to you, and hey, you know what? We'll take you in without incident. But the adrenaline's running. I understand. I've been there. The adrenaline's running. What are you gonna do, right? Hindsight's 20/20. When you're on the outside looking in, it's pretty easy to call out what's going on. But when the adrenaline's pumping through your veins, it's kind of a different story. But let me know what you guys think of this. I'm interested in what you think. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.